ever walked through a store and noticed how all the drawstrings, spaghetti straps, and binding details look just perfect? Well, I'm Heather from the Sewing Loft, and I am going to uncover the mystery for you, and I promise it doesn't take years of experience. It's something that you can do today. I'm going to show you how to use the bias binder foot. This foot is going to create spaghetti straps, help you add a binding detail, and make all of those small drawstrings in just one pass of the needle on your machine. Let me show you how. To get started, the first thing we're going to need to do is remove this foot and put our bias binder foot on the machine. Start off by pressing the button in the back and just dropping your foot directly off. I'm going to put it inside the drawer of my machine so that it's safe for easy finding later. Then this foot just snaps directly on, just like your regular foot would. And you can see I can put my finger underneath here for the fabric to go through, and it was really easy. But the best way to actually use this is to load up our fabric inside the cone first. This makes it so much easier to get it started. To do that, simply slide your bias that we've already cut right inside the cone. You can see it just sliding right through. And it might get caught, so you may need to grab a pin and slide it using these little vents down the side and pull it out the back. Okay, now once you have it started, it is easier to just put it directly onto your machine. With our piece of bias fabric all in there, it's just time to simply let the foot do all the work. Using a straight stitch, I'm just sewing it. And this is what your drawstring will look like. You can see that I've done 2 different color threads in the top and the bobbin just so that you can see it nice and clearly on the black. Now, let me show you how to do binding. All right, I shared that you can make binding using your bias binder foot all in one shot, and I wanted to give you a little bit of a close-up before I put my foot on the machine. You can see that I've gone ahead and I've loaded my strip of bias directly through the foot, and you can see that there is a little space right here for us to pass some fabric through. So we're not doing a binding on a quilt. Think of it as more like around an armhole or a tank top. This is more apparel based. And what we're going to do is we're going to slide this fabric right through, and it is all going to attach at the same time. You're going to start off by putting your foot on your machine. It's already preloaded. And then we're going to slide our fabric right here in between that little chute down the cone. And it is going to go straight underneath the presser foot. I'm going to put my foot down. And I will say that the first few stitches might be a little funny. I've got my stitch on a straight stitch with a little bit longer of a length. I'm at 3 millimeters, and let's start stitching. Now that you know how to use the bias binder foot, be sure to visit me at thesewingloft.com and get all the details on how to make this jewelry bag. The pattern is free and it's easy for you to make in an afternoon.